Things are just popping right now. Things are starting to cultivate. Things are starting to grow. Things are getting real colorful. You are like a grain of sand in the Sahara Desert. Yeah, and I am the entire desert. Elizabeth is icing the champagne right now because the time is getting near.
What time?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters, no.
Because it's time for dudes talking stuff.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, how's it going?
Woo! We're
good.
back. Happy June.
Is it June?
Yeah, it is.
It's June.
We
man.
made it into June. Oh, I wrote 6. 6 is June.
6 got.
6.
The Raptors are in the finals.
We bring that up later. How is everybody? It's been like a month.
Yeah, it feels like an eternity.
Took a little vacation, Took some time off.
Memorial Day.
You gotta, relax the brain muscles sometimes,
Bachelor party.
Yeah.
We went to Charleston.
Cool. Oh yeah, I did.
All kinds of
I ate
things.
some really good Chinese food there.
Right. So dudes talking stuff.
Stuff.
The pod that doesn't take trash like Malaysia. Y'all thought, was that too far out?
Yeah, this is too much for my brain
too
right
much
now.
world news?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what.
Dude, I haven't gotten all my vitamins yet.
Oh shit. Okay.
Do they do world news on
So
Sunday?
here we go. No, this has been a while. Apparently, Malaysia's been taking on those big containers that they ship in from the bay, like you probably saw in Charleston. And apparently, a lot of big countries like Canada and America have just been illegally sending them trash and dumping it in their ocean.
Oh wow.
Sweet.
So they're sending it back. The Malaysian Prime Minister was like, "Nay, you take this trash."
Has anybody ever seen Zoolander? I think it's time to create.
No,
our
what
own
is
blue
Zoolander?
steel.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Wait. Before we go head off of this, I know that Malaysia should turn this around. They should say, we will take all countries' garbage for pennies on the dollar. Turn this into a profit. And then have one big fire pit. Just burn a shitload of garbage. You get paid
dude,
for
that
it.
is terrible.
Why not?
No.
Simpsons are tiring hard.
Hey, make the money.
Dude, it's how the Matrix starts, man. You
He's
blacken
already
the
took a
skies
stand.
and shit.
His stance is no trash. He's already sending it back.
They got to pull it out of the ocean.
So, yeah, they're making anyway. Sporting all over the world. We got far away from sports right there. The Charlotte Checkers are in the AAA hockey finals and will play the Chicago Wolves in the American Hockey League's Calder Cup finals. The game was yesterday. And the Wolves are trash because they're playing the Checkers. What's a checker anyway?
A checker, it's
It's
like
that game with little discs and you
that's
jump
not
them.
it's a polar bear,
I saw the bear. Yeah.
And they just check on you, make sure everything's cool.
Cool.
They check you through the ice too. Check, it's a
So
hockey
we
ball.
lost
We
in
hit people.
overtime, 4-3 last night.
Hey,
We're
but
the Checkers, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we checked them, but they
checked
checked
back.
We lost.
They checked back last night, but
Oh,
That's
check
okay.
is a hockey move. It could literally just be the
Yeah.
exactly.
it's the Charlotte will
We hit
bust you
people
with a
alive.
stick.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a cool name.
I like it.
We have the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City. It's going to be.
Oh no, no one gets excited about it.
It's going to be finalizing June 6th, and the men will be playing mid-June in Peyton Manning's favorite Nebraska city, Omaha.
The Women's World Series sounds like a championship the Gamecocks would win. And that segues into Gamecock. Paul Judd has won the NCAA Men's Single Tennis National Championship. So we're a tennis school now. Clemson, you can have football.
Paul Judd sounds like a guy I've seen in a movie.
Yeah, he does. His name is Paul Judd. No.
I'm going to find this guy. I bet he's got an IMDb. More good news for the Gamecocks, as well as the rest of the SEC. The SEC has lifted the ban on alcohol sales at school games.
The best. $12 beers, here we come. Even though it's now up to the schools, so I do feel like our alcohol sales probably will just lead to the transfer portal. All right, so in the NFL,
We have the McCoy bidding contest.
It started.
Sadie?
Yeah, no. Gerald.
Oh, yeah, Gerald McCoy. Got cut by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, just told him he wasn't going to do it, I think. Or didn't have the money. I don't know. They couldn't come to terms. And now the big teams in the market they're supposedly getting me met with this week are the Cleveland Browns, who, okay, I get they're putting together a pretty decent looking team.
They're going 16-0.
I feel right now like, did Cleveland somehow move to California or Florida? Did the city transfer? As many people want to go out there?
Last I checked, no.
The Ravens, who they're trying to make it where they still have that dominant defense, keep that identity, I'm sure. And the Panthers, who met with him like Thursday or Friday. They say he's taking the weekend to decide, so might know by the time you hear this.
If there's one thing the NFC South is known for, it is signing a rival's defensive tackle.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. We have like
It doesn't, but it
30
does.
million probably called up defensive tackles. We're supposedly moving to a 3-4. It doesn't make sense. But hey, I mean, I guess I can't say no to the talent.
I don't want the Saints to get him or the Falcons.
That's right. One of the
I meant to
others.
sign him just to make sure no one else gets him.
That's really what's happening.
The Bucks replaced him with the Domicong Sue, so we
Right.
get to
They
see
get
that
nasty.
guy in the division.
Get stomped on.
That'll be good.
Him and Cam will get along great.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Buds.
So the finals are here in the NBA. Game 1 has already happened. The Raptors went up. It was a good game, actually.
I mean, the Raptors.
Siakam did work.
32 points.
And anytime he has 32 points, I feel like the Raptors are going to win.
Yeah, the Soul played well.
But we're going to go ahead and tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen?
I would love to say the Raptors win, so I'll just say it.
Okay. I have game 2, close game, but Golden State's going to win.
Game 2, huh?
Yeah, which was tonight. We'll go 1-1. I'm telling y'all in the future. So you go ahead and predict all these. Game 3, the Raptors are going to win in overtime. It's going to be close. 2-1. Siakam's going to ball again. Game 4, because it looks bad, 2-1. Durant's will return.
Game 4, huh?
Yeah, Game 4, Durant's return. It's going to go 2-2. And then Game 5, Durant. Game 6, Durant. Golden State wins. 4-2.
Oh, wow.
That's what I got. That's what's going to happen. Who do I want to win? The Raptors. I'm an underdog guy. Kawhi's leaving. Give him this 1 year and let him hold that year in the Raptors for eternity. That's what I
Hold
say.
the Raptors in the Raptors?
Yes.
I like it.
And we're also going to go ahead and do our Lock of the Week. On this same game. So Trent, with the Raptors, are actually up 1-0. Who's going to win the series, the Raptors or the Warriors?
I think that the Warriors are gonna win, man. And
The Warriors.
I had like a little kind of dumb logical thing, but now I just want them to win so that the Raptors don't win.
What was
Want
your
that
dumb
to
logic?
happen.
What's your dumb logical thing?
I was gonna say that you ever heard of a little gym called Turok Dinosaur Hunter?
Turok.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That guy was a warrior and he annihilated dinosaurs, raptors, and such. Also, like a bunch of kids fucking outsmarted some raptors in a kitchen in Jurassic Park.
This is
So,
solid.
They're not that clever girls, you know what I mean?
Man,
So-
a handful of people did defeat a whole island.
dude, dinosaurs are dumb. Their brains are like walnuts or something.
But they didn't have the claw on Jurassic
Super
Park.
dino.
Kawhi.
I
Kawhi is one hell of a Raptor.
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck
All
that
right.
means,
So we're
man.
going to put money. I'm not sure at this point if I could bet on the whole finals. So we'll bet on a game.
We'll
But
see.
if not, I'm going to bet the whole finals if I can, of course.
Or,
The Raptors winning. Even though I just gave you like why the Golden State's in sweeping 6.
Boom.
It's not sweeping 6. But you got
I don't know.
me.
That's a
Sweep at
shit ton of
6.
games, dude. That's so many.
Well, it could go
7.
7-game series.
Ugh, that's so much. Like, are they back to back or like?
No, it's like 3 games in between now. They're soaking it up. It's been like
Okay.
4 almost. Last game was Thursday and the game's today.
Okay.
They're soaking it up now.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on to a little NBA baby beef.
Baby
First, we have Drake versus Smash Mouth.
Mm.
For y'all unfamiliar, Smash Mouth is a band led by Guy Ferrari. And he says, quote on Twitter, of course, yo, at Drake, when the ball is in play, sit the fuck down. That ain't gonna fly in Oakland, exclamation mark. Explanation mark.
To which Twitter said,
Hashtag glorified mascot. Also at E40.
to which Twitter decided to roast them on fire for this.
There's a Shrek film coming out.
Oh, I'm sure there
There's
is.
some sort of promotion
There's
going on.
gotta
Dude,
be.
when I think Oakland, I think Smash Mouth.
Yeah, not
Walking on the sun, man.
Yeah, dude,
You know,
might
rock
as well be.
stars, all stars.
Yeah, dude.
the Bay. Nah, always Smash.
I love that he
Smash.
put E40 on it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's my credibility. I know this guy.
I know
Yeah.
E40.
We
Yeah.
talked one time.
Yep.
What's the best way to not get killed on Twitter? Put E40 on it.
Yeah, at him. So the other baby beef. Well, we have three.
Oh, man.
Draymond versus Bronny.
Who's
So
Bronny?
Bronny is LeBron James' kid.
Oh,
He's LeBron James Jr. He's 14 years old. They finally let him get an Instagram.
that shit is lit.
Yeah, and I think what happened is his first post was shared by his daddy, and his daddy said, "quote Keep y'all hating asses off his comments, or we pull it up!" Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
Jesus.
In which Draymond Green, a player for Golden State, immediately went to Little Bronny's Instagram post and put, "quote I'm at your fucking neck this summer, G!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! All gas. So yeah, LeBron said we're gonna pull up if you put a hating ass comment on my kids' Instagram, and Draymond immediately said, "I'm coming at your fucking
Right
neck."
away. Right away.
like within the hour.
Dude, I support the hell out of that.
LeBron James Jr., Bronny is 14, 15.
He's 14.
So, we could see this beef in a few years in the NBA.
Yeah,
This could be real.
Draymond be old.
LeBron will be
He'll be
old
that
playing
like
with
old
the
guy
son.
comes out there and just gets fouled. He just checks people. He's a checker.
Charles Oakley.
Yeah, he's a checker.
Yeah. Charles Oakley, the checker.
Come join Charles. The last baby beef we have is Drake versus Draymond. Some familiar faces. Drake was very animated after their Game 1 win.
Trash.
And him and Draymond got a little worse, and you could openly see him tell Draymond that the Warriors were, quote, trash.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I wouldn't give those guys motivation. That was a bad idea, but they're having fun out there.
Those guys, I'm sure, have met and hang out and probably are friends. Hell, they could have hung out that night. I could probably.
Yeah,
that was. All of these beefs are kind of ridiculous.
Baby beefs.
They're baby beefs. None of these
They're
are
little
real.
beefs.
Just little tiny. But like half of them didn't have responses back. You know?
Yeah, that's what I figured. She's like, whatever.
So,
Which is always a good sign that you are in a beef.
but this is what
There's no response
this
back.
keeps the NBA
It's like
going.
one.
The NBA offseason is almost more exciting than midseason because you're like, what's going to happen with the team? How will it look? It's like,
I mean, if you're a fan of a team like the Hornets, this is like the best time of the year for you.
ouch. But is it?
Promise.
Kimba said that Charlotte was his first priority recently.
Really?
He wants that extra 50, 60 mil.
80.
Ugh.
Yeah, that'd be
What?
my first priority,
Yeah, he
too.
made an All NBA team, so we can now offer him a Supermax. The Supermax guarantees him another year, then it ends up another like $80 million altogether.
Oh my god.
Problem is,
We will have no salary cap after that.
Yeah. That's so much money.
I say they do it.
We're gonna have to do it if he allows us to do it. All right, we're gonna move on to
bestows it
this
upon
sad
us.
moment. Yes, we bend the knee, Kimba. We bend the knee.
The king in the north.
North Carolina.
Whoa. Are we getting into movie time?
We're getting into movie time.
It's been so
I think we're
long.
getting into movie time.
So it feels,
It's been so
yeah, warming that seat back up because we started hot.
We are getting into the greatest movie of all time movie review.
That's strong. That's
I mean,
Gone with the Wind, get out of here.
get the fuck
Get
out.
the fuck out.
yeah.
If you have seen, what's going to say, Infinity War.
Marvel, Endgame.
Oh yeah,
Boom, boom,
I
boom.
said Infinity War again. I always thought that Infinity War was going to be two pieces.
Yeah.
And
Technically
it
was.
It was, but
Kinda.
then it wasn't. Yeah, now it confuses me because this is like the wrap up to the Infinity War in my mind.
Dun,
Right,
dun,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's Endgame.
dun,
It's
dun.
been a while now, probably a month and a half. We've seen it twice now.
Yep.
I
We were
only
told
seen
we
it
could
once.
spoil it now, so we are going to
Yeah,
spoil
the
it.
director said after like
2
2 weeks,
2
and
weeks.
we've given it probably
6.
6. Yeah.
Hot minute.
So, here we
spoil
are.
we shall, folks.
Yeah.
I can't think of another movie off the top of my head to say you're wrong that this is not the greatest movie. If you've been like watched any of the other ones and have any sort of attachment to the Marvel franchise,
If you are a human being,
it's the greatest.
It's the greatest movie of all time.
It's the shortest 3 hours of my life twice.
Yes, it went by so fast.
Only thing is when you get that urge to pee and you're like, oh, it has been a while.
Let's, so it starts where the last one ended off, right? Thanos snapped half, not just the planet, the entire world order, everything.
Yeah, everything. Birds ain't chirping no more.
Trees, the Mets are gone.
There's destruction. No one's picking up trash out the streets. Apparently, all the trash men got stuck.
Yeah, you get rid of half the people, everything's gone. You know,
the aftermath is where we are. We see Hawkeye's entire family get gone.
Thanos gets lit up right at the beginning. Kind of a little trickery they did there.
You see how, before they go into that, you see how they moved on without it. The Black Widows kind of took in Nick Fury's spot into like a makeshift shield where really she's just getting reports from everybody.
Yeah, Black Widow is looking like a hot mess right now.
Yeah, also her sandwich looked gross. Had a lot of jelly on it. Like how that jelly to peanut butter ratio. Wow.
I ain't mad at that.
Too much detail, but it was fun.
I like a solid glob of jelly on my peanut butter jelly.
Also, a quick spoiler, everybody that may have saw it and haven't seen it twice. They do mention an earthquake on the outside of Wakanda in the ocean. And they're like, of course we don't look into ocean earthquakes, but Black Widow did one or two. There's a good chance that that's a segue into Namor.
Namor!
They don't bring up stuff in the Marvel Cinematic Universe like that on accident.
Yeah.
And they battle all the time.
Black Panther villain?
Yeah, the Wakandas and the Atlanteans.
Okay.
I guess Wakandians. I don't know how you...
Can
I say what's unfair about that? As a white guy, I just can't go in the theater, and like I so wanted to when they spoilers show up. I want to go but I can't. I look racist.
I think you
can.
I think as long as you are a true supporter of Wakanda.
Well, when I say Wakanda forever, I have to say we are all Wakanda. You know.
Well, yeah.
And then I have to go Wakanda forever.
And then you can go Wakanda.
Yeah, they kind of took it from.
So it takes a little longer.
I have to go through the whole process. By the time it's lost its luster.
But you got to go through those verifications, those clearances, those checks.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just be out here going, yeah. It looks bad.
But so
that was a way offshoot. My bad.
Yeah, they killed Thanos right at the beginning. Time forwards 5 years. Half the world is gone. Like I said, everything is pretty much in wrecks.
A lot of awesome things we get in that segment. Before that, Professor Hulk happens. You find that Banner and Hulk have found a way to merge where they previously were arguing.
Yep.
Great moment. You see that because it's funny to see Hulk not angry. Or not even like annoyed. He's so happy. It's like the happiest his character has ever been. It's just...
That Captain America is a counselor, basically at this point. Here's this one thing I kind of had an issue with, just because we know how people are. You know, I would think that these heroes that let half of all life get snapped probably aren't being looked at in the best light right now. I don't know. I would feel like half those other people would be really mad at Captain America, and maybe not the Hulk because he's so cool and big and green. But
I mean, I feel like they tried.
I'm sure. I mean, they tried. I'm not mad at them, but
you can't be mad.
You know how people
because it's way in the future too. A couple
the
of
Mets
years.
are gone.
They probably were mad for a while. Yeah, the Mets are gone. I feel real like
that guy cried at dinner.
The Hornets are done if the Mets are gone.
Oh yeah, the Hornets.
All it took was Kemba to get snapped. Our whole team franchise is shut down. Okay.
I like him to talk here, man.
Dude, I'm just telling you, real life scenarios.
He had a cameo. Yeah.
They fought Thanos.
Yes.
They murderized Thanos.
Killed him quick.
I really didn't like that. That was one part of the movie I didn't dig. Like, I felt kind of weird.
It was supposed to feel unnatural because that's not what they do.
Right.
There's trickery too. Like they were making you think he was gone. They were like, oh, it was almost like they were almost setting you up for another villain coming up, and then they tricked you because it was still Thanos the whole time.
Yeah.
But when Thanos does come back, it's my Thanos. It's the Thanos from the comics because he says, now I realize that when I take out Half-Life, that the other half just sits in sorrow and doesn't ever get on and move on, aren't grateful for the gift. So I just need to start over and kill everybody.
That's the Thanos that wanted to kill everybody so we can smash death.
Yeah. That's the one in the comics.
Yeah.
This one's closer. He just wants to kill everything so he can start his own.
Yeah, and Death might be hanging out and be like, yo,
man, you
what's
killed
up,
everything. I appreciate it.
See what I just
That'd
did?
be a weird character to bring into this stuff.
Yeah, because sometimes she's a skelly lady.
That's what I was gonna say. Sometimes she has a skeleton head.
Sometimes it's weird. You like caressing her skelly.
Yeah,
head.
right. I don't think. Yeah,
We got way off
just
track.
be metal gauntlet.
Unsung hero for Endgame, gotta be Ant-Man.
Actually, the most unsung hero. We got to go through again. We might need to finish a real quick synopsis.
Embrace debate.
Kills him. They end up they figure out via Ant-Man that time travel happens.
Because of a mouse.
Because of a mouse. The most unsung hero.
Yep.
He walks over the gadget.
Oh, that's the unsung.
Yeah, he walks over the gadget, the van that's just sitting in storage. He walks over it, activates it,
Yep.
pulls Ant-Man back,
Yep.
and then they're able to save the world. Without that mouse, the world would not have been saved. The one ending that that Doctor Strange was looking for was that mouse.
I really hope that mouse got taken care of.
No, he probably got ate by a wild
Do you
cat.
think he
They
just died
don't.
from the didn't he short some wires or some shit?
He walked over it and then it
Oh,
got
yeah.
sparked.
He's pulled Ant-Man out.
So that's the number one unsung hero for me.
Yeah. And that's where they figure out the time
Man,
is
after
really
you've seen
weird.
these movies more than once, you can
Uh,
really pick out some crazy shit. Because I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
And I'm on the internet.
One of the
As soon
best
as I was
scenes-
able to.
Yeah.
One of the best scenes in the movie is Tony Stark at the beginning when he gets back, talking to Captain America, just pulls his heart out,
Yeah.
hands it to him, take this.
It's intense.
Immediately falls on the floor. He's
Yeah.
gonna die. Foreshadowing, perhaps. Don't know.
There's a lot of foreshadowing that I didn't think of the first time through.
Love you 3000.
Well, that he felt sure, like even when he reapproaches, because they figure out that you can time travel, they figure out where they're going to go get, then they go on a time heist,
Time heist.
and they try to get them, and then they get the stones, and they all fight, and that's pretty much the end of it, and we win.
Them debating how time travel works and using the arguments of like every movie that we've seen that uses time travel was awesome.
Also, probably the darkest joke in there is that they reference the "Would you kill baby Hitler" joke, but
Yeah.
they do it with Thanos.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you don't want to just, they do a little fictional noose and like tie it around his like baby Thanos.
Yeah.
But they explained it. The thing that makes sense with the time travel is your past is still your past.
Yeah, it's still a time.
So if you go back, and either though you're looking at something you've already done,
Yeah.
that's still your future and your past has already happened.
yeah,
That's how it
when you
makes
mess
sense.
with it is when it just branches off.
Yeah, it's not going to fix your timeline.
I really think that this movie is going to be a gateway to time travel being figured out
I fucking
in real life.
In real life.
Yeah.
Tony
That's
Stark
it.
figured it out in the evening. He got bored.
Yeah. He didn't even think it's going to work. He just threw some shit in there. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, this isn't
Don't
gonna
worry if it doesn't work in the diagnosis. We got lost in that again. Where were we?
This is a pretty good review.
It's now definitely easily
Time heist. They go to get the stones. They got to go get all the stones.
There's a lot of when they go get the stones, they do an awesome thing and use back footage from the previous movies.
Yeah, and then just
And like kind of add the characters in and give you some even more fancy. This is the most well done fan service. Like a lot of times fan service fails because
Yeah.
you've done too much.
Game
This
of
was fan service done 100% correctly.
Really was. Even the little scenes like Hulk having to take the stairs. It's one of the funnier scenes.
So
in the-
good. Hulk hates stairs.
So many stairs.
And that's like the reason they lose the Tesseract. It's because he walks by the door and Hulk busts out.
yeah.
He goes, "Stairs!"
which frees Loki for his own spin-off. So Loki's not dead.
Yeah, in
He
his
does.
own movie coming to Disney Plus.
Loki's free.
I think it will be
he's got a
based off
stone.
that. His alternate, where he took the Tesseract and what he did from that standpoint.
I think it's got to be, right?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be pretty cool.
It's going to be awesome because they're also doing a Falcon and Winter Soldier, and a WandaVision.
Do you mean Captain America and Winter Soldier?
Yeah, well, there's one of the spoilers there. But I guess there's no spoilers at this point. They gave it to Sam, which is they do that in comics. They make Captain America. Captain America goes back in time, and he has the life he always wanted. I love the wrap up for all the characters.
Yeah.
Tony Stark's character went from Playboy billionaire, didn't give a fuck about nobody, to sacrificing himself to the universe.
Or
Captain
Baby
America
Girl.
pretty much is a guy of lost opportunities and missed time. He gets to go back and make up that time.
Yeah.
And Falcon was a character that nobody gave a shit about.
And
so
now
they
he's
knew
a
that
fucking
we'll just
Captain
make him
America.
Captain America.
Still don't give a shit.
Still an all good one.
I think it's cool. I think he'll be a good Captain America.
I think it'll be good in the series.
Yeah, and
Him and Winter Soldier, that guy going off one another was fun in Winter Soldier.
yeah, I think they'll be a good.
I think it could be cool.
Duo.
And even Black Widow, because her storyline was essentially like she was an assassin, and by the end of it, she was throwing herself off a fucking mountain to not
To
let someone
save.
else die.
Yeah.
Like it really was like a fool for everyone.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, man.
You know
Also, I didn't, but I almost cried like in that movie probably like 5 times altogether. Twice in 2 scenes.
Major spoiler. Is it happening? Let's do it.
But
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark died.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. And like I got
Legend,
hit
bro.
that fucking when like it's the squad of people he made suits for.
The GOAT.
You know what I mean? Like the interaction of each one of them and how they say bye to him was too much, man. Too much. And then the little girl with the cheeseburgers. His little girl's like, I love cheeseburger. No, Tony Stark wants a cheeseburger. I love cheeseburgers.
I mean,
It was just so emotional for me.
you can really relate
so
at that
emotional in that moment.
with the love of the cheeseburgers. But Iron Man is the MCU GOAT.
The battle that takes place because
I mean, he does the snap.
yeah, I am inevitable. I am Iron Man.
Iron Man, which was like his last scene in the first one. Yeah,
They did
Yeah.
so well. That's what I'm saying. It's all done so well. The final scene, best fight scene ever. I don't
that was
know.
awesome.
That was cool.
And getting able to watch it a second time, what I tried to do was not focus on where your eyes kind of naturally went.
Yeah.
So you could try to, like, I got to see the monkey guy from Wakanda. I forget his name right off the top of my head. You know what I'm talking about, though, right? The one that challenges him originally.
Yes.
I saw him in one
M'Baku.
scene, in the back. He's just like beating the hell out of something.
Yeah,
for like a brief moment that I didn't see the first time because I saw him just. Boom.
I don't remember seeing him, so I
He beat the hell out of somebody.
The opening fight with Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor was badass.
Phenomenal.
Like those three going at Thanos was badass. Captain America
Fat
being
Thor,
able.
by the way.
Oh
My
yeah.
dream come
You didn't
true.
even talk about
My
it.
dream come
I don't
true is Fat Thor.
Haven't even touched
I
on
feel
it.
like somebody should pay me for that a little bit.
The world needs.
I mean, Fat Thor.
I love that he's still hanging out with those dudes from fucking like the
Meek and
bounty hunter
Thor.
planet. or
Is there
whatever.
a comic book where he is fat?
No.
Not
So
He
fat.
they
has a
There's one
fat
where he
friend.
has
And he's in the old ones,
Yeah.
and that guy actually gets his own hammer at some point. He becomes Thor. He's like Thor, the like Bloodbringer or something. He's a little
That's
badass.
sick.
He's like more of a war guy than that Thor, but he's fat. That happens, but Thor never really gets fat.
So the MCU made him.
Did that, yeah. But he
Yeah.
said because he went down a slope.
You know, we need a heavyweight champion. You know,
That's,
Yeah.
that's it.
we can't all be welterweights. You know what
Something
I'm saying?
I really hope is I hope that that when they come in and they're playing video games and Thor yells at someone New Master 69
Yeah.
for Thor, I hope when they enter Deadpool into the
New Master
universe
69.
that
Yeah.
he's New Master 69. Like I hope so much that he's New Master 69.
That'd
And
be
with these
amazing.
guys, New Master 69 probably is somebody.
Yeah, oh dude, it's him. They say the outfit that he wore, the Korg had like this like pineapple suit on, was something that the Tahiti, the director and voice of him, wore famously out, and they like roasted him for it all the time on set. So they like decided to make a character wear it.
That's
And
awesome.
that guy is phenomenal, by the way.
Oh dude, he was so
The
good.
Thor 3 director, right?
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
Dude, he
Yeah.
changed Thor. Thor before that didn't have a personality.
Yeah, it had
He gave, and him and Hemsworth now gave Thor personality.
it was awesome.
Yeah, Thor was the worst series up until
And it's
Thor 3.
phenomenal. I love seeing Thor on scene every time.
Yeah,
He's the best.
Yeah, him and the Guardians together, which is going to happen, it looks
As
like.
Guardians of the
It's going to be
Galaxy.
so good.
That'd
I
be
hope he
cool.
stays fat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hope he stays
yeah.
fat.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think so either.
Keep
They
some
said
of
it
that
bothered him to wear that fat suit and do a lot of his own stuff.
He's a
Really?
strong guy.
So he feels like an extra like 80 pounds.
I bet, dude.
Well, they
Yeah.
could CGI him. They CGI'd Tony Stark to be like 20 years old.
But I loved Fat him getting his hammers because it was like a more Viking Thor.
Yeah.
He had like the bearded, like the beard was braided, like Viking like, and his hammers came. 2 of them. He had his
Speaking of
Stormbreaker and the
hammers,
hammer.
Captain America.
Captain America. After they do the scene where he tries to kill Thanos at the end of Infinity War, where he was pushing it into his chest twice. They do it with Thor with both hammers this time. He's like winning, and then something happens, and then he's Stormbreaker. Thanos grabs it and does it to Thor, and is about to like push into his chest, and that's when Mjolnir lifts up and hits him. The other hammer,
Yes.
and that's where you find out the Captain.
Yes.
So they actually did that even twice. Shout out back.
I saw Thanos use the hammer once too.
I don't think he can grab that. He grabbed
it. I swear
grabbed
at one point he had the hammer and swung it forward.
I think it was already swinging.
I feel like
I don't think so.
he did.
I'm going to 100% say it didn't happen. That's why they let him grab the other one, because that's the benefit of the smaller hammer is everyone can't use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not everyone can make lightning out of it, of the other one. Other things I have. I think that was really.
I have the all lady Marvel scene where they pretty much threw in like any main character that was a female.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool. My kid really liked it.
Okay.
She
a lot of people
over.
on the internet did not like that.
Yeah, I could see that, but
They thought that they gave you those characters that didn't need to have a moment where it was like, hey, here we are.
Yeah, I could see that. But
Internet does that all the time,
I could
though.
tell you from a 9-year-old girl's perspective, she liked it. She said that's
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it, but there is a team in the Marvel Universe led by Captain Marvel, the female version, and it's nothing but females. Like it's like that sort of. So I thought that was kind of cool thing too. That means that's also like, hey, you want to come buy this comic?
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I don't either.
And those people are gonna be mad because I'm pretty sure I saw it leaked and I can't find it again, so it could be completely BS. I saw it last night. Was like the next phase of Marvel, and somewhere on there was like a Captain Marvel and Valkyrie. Their internet's gonna hate that. Gonna turn that into women activist lesbian stuff immediately.
Yeah.
Nice.
Immediately.
Well, I got a couple more quick hits here.
I'm still unsure about Captain Marvel as an actress.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's her, how they wrote her. And I know she's supposed to come off arrogant, but like I just don't necessarily. Every other Marvel character, I'm like, yeah, I'd hate to see him die. If like she died right now, I'd be like, all right.
Whatever. Yeah.
I'd be like,
She's too powerful.
I'd be worried about the thing that killed them. They killed her.
yeah.
I'd be like, oh man, our characters are gonna die. But I wouldn't. I'd be like, whatever. If a character got
It'd have to be something.
right.
I mean, she like straight
Her
punched through.
powers just ran out.
She punched straight through fucking
her
Thanos'
powers
shit.
ran
Like,
out.
She was hanging with Thanos while he had the gauntlet on. His hand was open, so he wasn't able to snap. But there was that point where he had it on, and he actually had to pull the stone out to punch her with one.
He hung, but he did swing her one time.
She
did. Wasn't overpowering.
He did.
He didn't have his helicopter blade either. Which
What else did I have? Old Captain America.
Ass with that helicopter blade.
Oh yeah,
Like taking
with one hand.
Like they gave that superpower.
Yeah.
They was it Tony Stark opened up his back and like took the lightning and converted it into power and shot out, and he just deflected it with his little spinning helicopter blade. And I was like, okay,
That's just what Thanos does.
yeah.
I had old Captain America. He looks like a less rapey Joe Biden. When he came back in, I thought that was real sweet.
Joe Biden mixed with Mr. Rogers. You know what I'm saying? Well, would you let me smell your hair?
No, I don't think I won't.
Yeah, no.
As Guardians of the Galaxy is the real MVP. I'm gonna be
great.
super pumped if that's what ends up being Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is Guardians and Thor. That's
I hope they
like
find
my
a
two
way.
favorite ones.
Yeah, I hope they find a way to keep Bradley Cooper going as Rocket too. I mean, I'm sure
I don't see
somebody
why
could.
not.
I love Rocket's character at this point.
I feel like he doesn't have to do as much.
Another little thing
They
I'll
get
throw
paid a
out
shit
you.
ton too.
And at least the second one, they made him wear it the whole time. The Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, yeah, the first one. Star-Lord wears a scarf. This is like a red scarf he wears with his jacket thing. And once he's dead, the entire Guardians, or the entire Endgame, that's what Rocket's wearing, a little red scarf wrapped around his neck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing Quill's scar.
Cool died.
He got
Get
snapped.
snapped.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And so he took his scar.
Huh.
A little emotional
I don't even
twig
remember
there.
that.
And man, Rocket, like when the like sky falls, when Thanos makes it rain fire on
Yeah.
everybody,
Yep.
he like jumps on top of Groot. Like Groot's the one that's gonna save your little raccoon ass. He jumps on top of him like, oh, I can't leave you again, buddy.
Rocket's the daddy.
Rocket's such a little emotional thing. He loves his family, especially a girl with Nintendo on her head.
Also, hot take alert.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
In Guardians of the Galaxy 3,
Yeah.
Gamora is gonna fuck Thor. There's about to be a little love triangle.
Yeah.
And
That'd be pretty fun.
that's the way to do it.
gonna be
She
pretty
doesn't
fun.
even know who Peter Quill is.
No, not at
That's
all.
true.
And she didn't have anybody to choose between him and a tree.
Yeah, now she's got
And
a
that's an option.
god.
And I think he won't have his stomach. I
Yeah.
agree. I think he'll be gone. But
Keep it.
no, 100%.
I was wondering how
dude.
they made him look fat.
He has a fat suit on.
That's
Dude,
super.
they look good.
It, dude, look like
That's
he gained the weight.
That's Infinity War, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy an Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
It's happening.
For the tail.
You've
Yeah.
already got a
I have Stormbreaker and a
He's
Mind.
gonna snap the shit out of you.
It makes me. Yeah, I'm gonna snap everyone.
Wow.
Can't leave anyone,
Don't-
man.
I've been doing time traveling. You don't even know things have changed.
Go watch Infinity War. Oh, damn it. Endgame, if you
I
have.
see. I do it.
There it is.
Best ever. You need to see Infinity War too. You need to lead up if you have it. But,
10 out of 10.
It's super dope.
yeah, I go see it again right away. if I
20
have it.
out of 10.
As soon as it's out, I'm gonna watch it immediately again. I'd watch that last hour on repeat. Like immediately. That scene is so amazing. All the fighting going on, and you get to see Scarlet Witch probably have, like, I've been saying the Scarlet Witch's power set is way stronger than they've allowed her to.
Yeah.
She almost ripped Thanos in half. That's why he was like, make it rain fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was like, but what about the troops? I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm about to die.
They also,
They didn't give
Hulk
one
is,
more strange.
Hulk is
Yeah.
very much
Spent the entire time.
less power.
Yeah, dude.
Tornado.
Tornado. Yeah, I was gonna say taking care of that fucking dam.
Yeah, a lot of the guys that are, I guess, going to be moving forward in the new phase didn't get a ton of time. Like Black Panther had like that one little scene.
Yeah.
Strange had the one little scene. Spider-Man had the little emotional scene with Tony.
Well, they're leading him on. Like, Tony Stark is going to be a big. If you've seen the trailer for Spider-Man,
Yes.
Tony Stark dying is a big plot point.
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't seen the newer trailer.
yeah,
Oh, it's great. You should
Yeah.
check it out.
yeah. It looks
I will.
really good because anyone that's read the comics knows that Mysterio character is not going to stay an ally.
No, I'm not gonna be a
but
friend.
it
for
already
long.
knows what's kind of coming here.
Yeah.
Or if you've seen Jake Gyllenhaal in
Jake
Nightcrawler.
Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, he's gonna kill you. Try to. Is that not his name?
Yeah.
No, it is. He just said it weird.
Yeah, I did.
I think it was a South Park reference.
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Gyllenhaal.
All right.
Movie trailer.
Movie trailer. We did do one of those. We spent a lot of time on Endgame. As
Hey,
it
man.
deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot of a movie, man. A lot of shit happened. It was a wrap up of like what, 10 years of stuff?
It was so beautiful. And
Shit ton of movies.
We love you 3000.
Disney, why can't you do this with Star Wars? You fucks.
Yeah, Star Wars feels weird.
Star Wars sucks
Yeah,
now.
it's probably
Y'all kind
George
of done
Lucas's
some bad
fault.
things. No. George, we hated so much on what he did with the prequels. And now that's
Yeah,
that
you didn't
Disney
even
tried
know.
to do it.
You didn't even
The
know.
prequels are gold. The
Yeah.
internet loves the prequels, and they're like, and people that are my
Pod
age are
racing,
like, you know
so
what?
good.
Yeah, I wish I had a pod racing scene. Give me Jar Jar Binks over that fucking trash. Boom. All right, sorry, wrong genre.
We're in
Well,
on,
right genre, wrong
yeah,
movie.
they'll figure it
Yeah.
out one day. What's our movie trailer this week?
Gemini Man.
Gemini.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
in a
fancy.
world where aliens, zombies, villains, robots, and even concussions cannot defeat Will Smith. Can Will Smith defeat Will Smith. So it looks like Will Smith is an assassin, and he's tearing through just everyone's asshole. But there's one guy I can't get that knows his every move. And this is not my trailer spoiler.
Yeah,
it's young Will
Will
Smith.
Smith.
It's Will Smith versus Will Smith.
Who would ever turn this movie role down? Like, hey, do you want to be in
This
a
is
movie
fucking
where
stupid.
you're the main character, and then
you're
we're gonna
also
make
the
a
main
younger
character?
version of you who's gonna be a lot better shape than you are right now? Like, who says no? Oh, and you're gonna get paid like $20 million.
I take this role.
Sign me up.
I like sci-fi and hitting the stabs he takes at.
That shit looks dumb, dude.
It does look dumb. I'm not gonna
It
say it
looks
doesn't
so
look
bad.
dumb.
It could be. It could be good.
I'd watch it if it happened to be on FX and I had nothing going on.
Definitely.
Yeah. If
You know
that
what I'm
was
saying? It's one of those.
I
Like,
pay the rental fee maybe one time.
it needs to be a $2 rental fee.
Yeah, $2.
I ain't doing one of them 3-4 for that shit.
$6.
I think you'll get your wish on that.
Yeah,
I
it
think
won't be
this one's
long.
gonna be quick.
Also, I think Will Smith did this movie just so he could have a version of himself, to see the son he never had, since his current son is Jaden
I didn't think
Smith.
I was gonna say that.
Um,
A warrior son. You know.
So off the trailer, I mean, what would you guys give it?
Oh, I'm not.
3 out of
excited.
10.
Yeah, like
3?
Oh yeah.
I give it a 4.
Off the trailer,
FX.
it looks bad.
FX.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm gonna
4.
go neutral. I'm gonna go 5. Potential for a 6. Maybe
He did that one
7.
Netflix movie and it wasn't good. It was kind of weird.
Hey man, you don't. Not everyone's a winner, man. He had a lot of other good movies. Remember Fresh Prince?
That was
a
movie.
good one.
It was a movie.
Yes, it was. It was a movie that lasted 10 years.
iRobot
iRobot was a
was
good
the robots
one.
I brought up.
What's
It
the
was
one
the
where
robots.
everybody died? The zombies.
Zombies. When
I Am Legend.
I'm Legend.
Yeah, that was a good one.
What?
Yeah, that was a good one.
See, he does a lot of decent
Do
stuff.
you remember the one where his son and him
Concussion?
crashed on like an island?
Well, that's
or
why
something
he's doing
on a
this
planet
one.
in the future.
He was
or
like,
something. Nobody remembers that fucking movie.
Obviously, that was Jaden's.
Jaden's fault.
Oh yeah, clearly.
So
Not Will Smith.
If only he had a younger version of
How do I
himself.
make a movie with me and my son and
The
not
perfect
have Jaden?
actor, me,
Oh,
starring Will Smith and Will Smith as Will Smith.
I mean, I feel like they did this
Dude,
in
we're
Wild
going
Wild
Will-
West,
Will
and it was
Smith-
awesome.
This is Willception.
Will Smith secretly wants to do the Nutty Professor singing around the table.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah, with just a bunch of Will
Will
Smith.
Smith is Grandma. Will Smith is Lil Willie. Will Smith is Willie Jr.
I could see him
A
pulling
Fresh
it off.
Prince remake where he plays all the characters.
Hang up a wheel.
Yeah,
But you got to keep Alfonso Ribeiro.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's true.
Okay.
You keep Carlton.
Yeah, because if you use his dance, he'll sue you.
He will try to sue.
He'll try to
Uh,
sue you. Yeah,
Try to sue
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Are we going into?
he tried to sue Fortnite. They took his
how much?
dance.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do because we have the ad read. Give us money, please. Done.
Yeah, but
Now, how high will we take stories from the news and judge how fucked up these people are? We start with an Italian billionaire. His name is Pierluigi Laura Piana. That's a sexy name.
yeah.
He is now drug testing his entire crew, not literally, after the boat that was transporting his $38 million super yacht somehow let the boat tip off and it fell off and they didn't notice and now it's just lost at sea somewhere in the Caribbean. How high do you have to be where your one job is transporting a 130-foot super yacht that you somehow didn't notice tipped over and is now lost to pirates?
Yar.
Or the bottom of the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They feel like you're floating
I like
probably
it,
for a
yeah.
good little bit.
I like to think pirates have
Me
it.
too.
I would say you have to be pretty high. $38 million boat.
Yeah, like your paycheck's pretty big,
Yeah.
by the way. For you to be fucking up this job where all you gotta
I
do.
bet the problem was their paycheck wasn't that big and they were high as shit.
138.
They'd just
feet,
been
though.
smoking blunts all day waiting to pull this boat over.
You just keep one guy in the back of the boat with
There's
his eyes.
probably really this one dude that brought the weed on board was like, guys, how hard is this fucking job? You
Exactly.
can't lose 130 foot.
Look how big that boat is. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Do the fucking way about it.
Let's
And
go
then-
play Fortnite.
Yeah, come on, I'll beat your ass at 2K. FIFA, bitch. So,
Boom.
boom. So we're moving
Pretty
on.
fucking
Wait,
high.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
really stoned.
we'll decide later. We move on to a guy named Michael Camo. Yeah, we have his name. Principal at Holy Family Catholic School in Port Allen, which is apparently like a prestigious. He wins like awards for being a principal.
I like where this is going.
And part-time cop. He joined one of his grades on a field trip to Washington, D.C., where at around 2:30 a.m., the cops were called to a gentleman club where Mr. Michael was being too drunk and refusing to pay his strippers. How drunk or fucked up, or just in general, do you need to be to decide to throw your whole prestigious career away as a part-time cop and prestigious principal for one night at the strip club, which really probably all you had to do is just pay your tab and Uber out.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DC got crazy in there.
You know, it was snowing.
Middle of the summer and there's a blizzard coming.
You know, you feel you know you can do no wrong when you're on the bookshelf.
Hey,
You're a golden god. I don't have to pay you.
well, I hope he went back.
I bet he didn't.
Yeah.
So it takes us to this guy's gonna win, guys. This is in Hunan,
I'm
China.
actively voting against
A
him.
guy named Tan Nan. He's 44 years old. Decided to party.
I like to party.
Right, so he went partying one night, and when he woke up the next morning,
Oh,
his dick was cut off.
No,
His dick was cut off. He's too messed up to know what happened. They said that it was on because it was hanging on by, quote, a bit of skin. That's sausage. The every, was it, bi-weekly,
Yeah,
quarterly pod dog.
Mascot,
He's
yeah.
not always with us.
it's a mascot. She's a girl.
It's a it. We don't. It hasn't decided its gender. Sausage
Yeah,
hasn't.
don't put that
Don't put
on.
that on it.
Spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah. But so anyway, he went out partying. He might have found the sausage, got into it too hard. Now his dick's barely hanging on.
Did they sew it back?
They sewed it back. It says that it is reattached. Not sure if it can restore sexual or urinary purposes.
It's just a good ornament now.
It's
Gavin,
just
just their decoration.
in a plastic one.
Yeah, nice.
It's not even.
It's like if you had one of those Jaguars on the front of your car, but somebody hit it and it's like kicked to
It's
the
got
side.
on.
Ouch.
All right, so I mean, this guy he won, right? Like
It has to be very high.
he got so messed up he didn't know how his dick got cut off.
But realistically, if you like got your dick cut off, would you tell people how it happened, or would you just be like, I don't know how
This is
happened?
true. Sad story.
Yeah,
Maybe he does know.
yeah. I bet he does know, and he's just like, I can't.
I can't.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
maybe.
it's not high.
Who knows, man?
In
Watch
that case,
this-
then we're
watch this
definitely.
evolve.
Regular old Theon
I've got a
Greyjoy.
theory.
He watched too much
Sherlock
Game of
Holmes.
Thrones. It's like
Yeah.
Oh, that last season got him.
there's so many cool guys on here without dicks. What if I just didn't have a dick? I might get some.
logical.
Well, in that case, I'm not.
I'm gonna
picking
go
this
with
guy.
the principal guy. Yeah, principal.
Can I get number one again?
The number one was the guys that were driving the $38 million yacht that lost it at sea.
I'm giving it to those.
Let's get
Those
to it.
guys got to be some kind of fucked up. The principal, he you know, went out to relax.
Yeah, too hard one
He
time.
got some cocaine that was spiked a little bit.
Everybody has one of those.
you
That
know.
happens to get cocaine at a strip club at 2 a.m. story.
Happens to the best of
Yeah,
us.
I'm giving it to the yachtsman.
If a
How
guy,
the fuck do you lose a 138-foot boat?
if I met a man and he looked me in the eyes and told me he didn't have a cocaine in a strip club at 2 a.m. story, I wouldn't trust him.
Are we just leaving out the date guy? Is that?
Well, yeah, because he
you
did it.
said that it maybe wasn't that
Yeah,
messed
this is
up.
probably
You kind of
a
made a
lot.
good point.
Yeah, you
You
Okay.
kind of were like
with
validating.
your argument.
Shit, I didn't know I had to
The dick
change
guy-
the game up
This
there.
guy probably owed a bookie money.
It's
Yeah.
definitely the boat.
We're going boat guys.
Boat guy.
Wow, that actually did not go at all like that. That would have been the last people I thought were going to win.
I mean, that is a big
With
ass
the
boat.
twist.
It's a giant boat for you to just be like, oh, where'd it go? Oh, whoa. Like you walk out the back, you're like, shit, guys.
Yeah, that guy. I have a theory.
Our boss is going to be so
Yeah, we're so fine.
Way to go, boat guys.
Yeah.
The yachtsman.
Now you can get high all you want because
You don't have a
you don't have
job.
a job.
Yeah, and you probably owe somebody some money. I don't think you can just walk away from losing like that much money, right? Like that guy's got a lot of money.
He's probably going to kill all those guys.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I mean,
Great.
we don't know what country this guy's from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
they
glad
lost
that
it.
justice will be
Those
served.
guys are probably already out
He
there.
probably just took that boat out to international waters. handled it.
Yeah, they just got one of their stoner friends pick it up. They're
Y'all lost
the
one
actual pirates.
Y'all
Yeah, we lost this
boat in
one,
the
too.
ocean. We're gonna sink this one.
The one that's bigger than the $38 million yacht because it was hauling it.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to these boats or the crew.
We got a PlayStation Plus review. We got a couple free games. Before the free games, I'll give you just a quick update on my PlayStation. What I've been doing.
The same things.
Just been playing Path of Exile.
It's like we have not changed.
I don't remember what I graded that game, but I'm moving it to a 10. I don't think I was at a 10.
I think you were at a 10.
I think I might have been at
I think
an
we
8
all were as a free game.
because of the learning curve, maybe.
I think you might have.
Oh, you're right.
Also, I'll be checking out Red Dead Redemption. They did an online update.
Big
So
old update.
Young Trenton's been playing a game called Dauntless, which Monster Hunter meets Fortnite. Is that
That's
fair?
what it looks like.
No, it's the
animation looks
graphically-
very Fortnite.
Yeah, but it's like
I meant that.
it's
as
like
a
Monster
compliment,
Hunter without all the
people love
complicated
Fortnite.
shit.
which is
There's no sharpening. There's no you played it.
I did not hate that game. I thought I'm on the clock right now.
Oh no, you guys were on a crunch, man.
Dauntless could be added into this. Was that released this month? This month? Okay.
Yeah, it was.
It was a free game. I think it's
What's that
made
on
by the Fortnite people. That's why I'm
It probably is.
It's Epic
don't-
I mean,
Games.
well, it is Epic, but Epic.
They all
is-
have that same animation style.
Epic
So,
is-
Well, Epic is like the I believe it's
engine?
the engine that they're using. Yeah,
like the
like-
Havoc engine. they
yeah,
used
or
to use.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think
Whoever it
that's
is,
all-
they're very good at.
But they made their own
games.
store, and they did do Fortnite. But this game came out I think it was before Fortnite. It's been in beta on PC for a really long time.
Well, let's start with that one since
4 or
we're.
5 years.
What do you think about it?
Just solid, man. It's got a couple of little bugs, but as far as it's not like disconnecting you and shit like some stuff does when it first comes out. Yeah,
Still
it's got
does.
little issues, but it's cool. It's got a pretty steep learning curve.
What'd you
on
rate
some of
it?
I'd give it solid 8, man.
8?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I only played it for an hour and a half, but I'd probably put like a 6.5, 7, and I could see that going up once I put some time into it.
Yeah.
The little dual swords that you can throw out were cool.
Yeah, chain sights.
It was a pretty cool weapon. So
I'll
check it out.
I have it sitting waiting to download. I keep forgetting to leave my PlayStation.
It's pretty
on.
cool, man.
It'd be like that sometimes.
You know?
Well, here's one game that Fat played the heck out of. We're hoping because nobody else did. Curious Case of Edith Finch.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nope. You know why, man? Because I do
puzzle
this
game.
a lot. I sacrifice some time.
Yeah.
I have a lot going on to do these dumbass.
And they're
little
never
games.
good, right?
They're not worth it.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. This one looked exceptionally dumb.
Yeah.
And like
cover was
emotional. Like
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Hey, if you're into that stuff, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give it a shot.
We're okay with
You
that.
If you like puzzles.
Yeah, if you want to cry while piecing together a puzzle, that's your thing.
Heavy Rain, man. Whew. That's a good game. All right, well, we're going to go into Overcooked then.
There we go.
Free PlayStation game.
Yeah. That one's good.
They've got Overcooked 2 right now, but hey, they're giving us the first one for free.
It's true.
And they also, I'm pretty sure I saw on PlayStation Plus, gave out an expansion to the first one for free. Or maybe it's the second one.
May have to take a look at that. Don't
Maybe
know.
it's the second one that's kind of a gig. But anyway.
They usually give you free
They're
shit.
not that
How do you
expensive.
describe
It's like a
this game?
$20 game. Max.
You're a chef. You're scrambling.
Yeah.
You work together to try to
Slice, dice,
make a
and
kitchen.
serve food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's way funner. It's an older game. Most people have heard of Overcooked.
You hear the game, the concept sounds stupid. Like you're in a kitchen and you have to cut vegetables and serve a meal. You're like, but it's actually pretty fun.
It's one of the better couch co-ops that probably come out in the last 5 to 10 years.
Definitely a
Yeah,
couch
but-
co-op. I played it with my kid.
I don't even know if you could do it online.
I don't know.
We had it on PC or something.
Me and you played
I
it.
don't know why you
played it a
couldn't
while.
play it online.
We played it. Me and Trent had it. This is actually something I wrote. This will test if you can really work well with your friends.
Yeah.
Because
It gets to a point where you're like, God damn it, I said French fries. Why are
Yeah.
you giving me these fish
I
sticks?
told you onions 2 minutes ago, bitch.
Definitely,
The pots are boiling.
it was not quite as graphic as that, but this definitely happened to me and my teammate, my kid.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta hold back a little bit. He didn't mean to bring the onions instead of the tomatoes. But,
We'll make this burger. Throw that
Yeah.
shit in the dryer.
I gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
I would sell.
As far as if you're looking for a couch
it's
co-op,
really good.
awesome. It's free.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
go
about
play
to-
it again.
That'll be gone too.
I
mean-
downloaded it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did download it.
Oh yeah.
I just have it downloaded.
Yeah.
No, I did that one all the way. It's the Dauntless I have just sitting
Oh, Dauntless is like permanently free,
Yeah.
there. Right.
like Path of Exile, which is doing a new update.
Right.
Pretty soon.
Probably Tuesday.
Okay, cool.
I just
There's
couldn't get
PlayStation.
over that last hump with my last guy.
Hmm.
I need something else. I even reworked it, so I was not.
We're going to our Diddy moments, folks. Anybody?
Uh-oh.
Did anybody do one?
I got one.
I don't.
have one. Sausage
Oh, who did that? I didn't.
All right, I'll do
I
mine.
kind of forgot about it.
You know, it's okay, young Trenton.
Yeah, he gave us that great Dauntless review that we wouldn't have had
Excellent.
otherwise.
That's basically.
Nice.
I
That
stole
That would
your
be my
take.
take. Yeah, that would
Yeah, that
take
was
that
content.
and download it.
Um,
Play it.
I was going to talk
Dude.
about Game of Thrones.
Download it.
You can, one side note, you can put like stupid guild name things, and underneath my character's name, it just says Dick. It's fucking great. Yep.
Nice.
Hilarious.
Speaking
Continue.
of Dick, here's
Yeah.
my take. So I was going to talk about Game of Thrones, man, but then something amazing happened in sports last night,
Oh yeah.
and I just had to listen to my heart, man. Andy Ruiz, man. Andy
Whoa.
Ruiz Jr., the babyface destroyer,
Hero.
beat Anthony Joshua in a boxing match in Madison Square Garden last night. I'm going to give you folks some quick hits right now.
Yeah.
Ruiz is the first Mexican heavyweight in boxing. He's got 3 or 4 belts after this fight.
Really?
I believe he had
First ever?
one. First ever for the heavyweight class.
Okay.
Let's see. The British boxers, Anthony Joshua is from Britain. Apparently, they do not have a good history of coming to America and winning. I went back and looked at a few, and Lennox Lewis was about the only guy that ever really came over and won. Joshua was a huge favorite, though, minus 2,500. Ruiz was plus 1,100. So, bet $100 on him last night. You could have won $1,100 on Ruiz. He got the fight after Gerald Miller, who was supposed to fight, failed multiple drug tests. Andy Ruiz DM'd the promoter for the fight on Instagram. He lit Joshua up. He dropped him 4 times, and the dude was getting ripped online. If you check him out, he's our heavy set hero, man. You know,
Bro.
he's got a belly, he's got some titties,
Got some man titties.
and he just lit up Anthony
Dude, he takes
Joshua,
those body blows, man.
who was supposed to be the baddest dude in the sport. But now, after taking this loss, it's probably got to be Anthony Wilder.
a great fat hero.
He is our real life Fat Thor.
We don't have a lot of fat heroes.
no.
I'm your real life fat.
Well, right.
Yeah.
The other one, then, I guess.
Yeah, you watch your tongue,
he,
peasant.
he eats candy bars before his fights. He has an unverified Twitter account. His banner on Twitter is a Snickers bar.
That's what he's trying
He
to
should
get
get
that promotion.
sponsored.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's coming.
I don't see why
Dude,
he
just get a Snickers bar tattooed across his chest, man.
Yeah,
Boom.
I mean, stay hungry. But that's what I got.
Stay hungry. All right, I actually have 2. One's a follow-up from a previous
shit.
take I had. The man that requested the Eazy-E Memorial Bench in New Haven, England, the bench is now real.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so 5,500 miles away from his hometown is the Eazy-E Memorial Bench that says, quote, "Rest in peace, Eric Eazy-E," right? So, damn it, where's the new Rock Hill Biggie Smalls water fountain at
Yeah.
Fountain Park? That biggest squirt in your face, damn it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is this in England or New England?
No, it's in England.
Holy shit. I totally thought this was in New England.
No, yeah.
Wait, in
So
England,
they're
England?
across the pond.
Across the pond with this
Oh, what the
memorial
fuck?
bench is.
Well, Biggie's a lot closer to Rock Hill.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
Why can't we have a water fountain?
I don't see why not.
Nobody's really
Everyone's
stopping
thirsty
us.
for
What if it would look like a
just
cigar?
contact Rock Hill and be like,
What was
Yeah.
like Biggie with a cigar, but then instead
The
of smoke, it was just water shooting out of it?
they sure would have proved that.
That would be amazing.
Okay, so my usual take lately, I know we took a little hiatus. I've been
Been
doing
pretty graphic.
superheroes. That's
Oh,
what I've been
yeah.
doing. No, it was superheroes. So this time I'm actually doing real life supervillains.
Oh shit.
shit.
Yeah, in Hawaii, the cases have increased since 2017 by like twice of this worm. It's called I didn't even find it's a rat worm. It's a bacteria, but it goes in the rats and it like eats away at their lungs. But in humans, it goes and like eats away in your brain. All right, and so in Hawaii, these cases have increased and like doubled in like the last 2 years. It's still pretty rare, but it again burrows into your brain. And I don't know if any of y'all remember Animorphs.
Yeah.
There was this
They
villain
put that-
called the Yerks
Yeah.
that were
Put the slug in your
they were little worms that you would
Yeah.
slug into your ear, into your brain.
Yeah.
That's what these are.
Stay woke.
Oh man,
Stay woke.
you're spreading the message we need.
Yeah. So that's my take.
That's a good take.
I'm horrified.
Yeah, I'm never going to Hawaii ever.
Yeah, they also I think have a real bad heroin problem.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
ice.
Yerk.
It's
and-
meth, man.
Yerk and meth.
Well, that's how the
That's what
Yerks
Dog the
get
Bounty
you.
Hunter
That's how they
was.
deal with it.
He's a
Who's gonna
dog.
stop a slug entering your brain when you're on heroin?
Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Dog. The
Uh,
race is here. We deserve.
too soon.
Okay, so I guess that moves us to our quotes.
Quotes to live by, baby.
Who wants to start?
I'll go.
Yeah.
This one comes from retired. I'm pretty sure he's a Hall of Famer. Shannon Sharp,
Oh, okay.
tight end. This is in regards to Anthony Ruiz fight. Now we know Anthony Joshua kept dodging D. Wilder. Joshua got knocked out by a dude shaped like butterbean. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laughing, crying emojis.
Oh man, he really meant it with those emojis.
Yeah, that's how he really.
Yeah,
at his
drive that
house.
statement
Just
home.
going, ha, ha, ha,
Yeah,
with his head
tears
tilted
are
back.
flying.
Quote. Keep rolling, 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 roll. Smash mouth.
Quote, every rose has its thorn. Smash mouth. Hey, Loso, you want to tell us about any Magic the Gathering events or anything?
Yeah, tell us about some.
You had any recent Magic the Gathering events or anything?
No, I've been.
Ah, we don't fucking care!
Outro.
So this whole trip was a setup, I see.
Excelsior, motherfuckers.
Celsius, bitch.
That was beautiful, though. I did not know that was coming.
Did anybody put the cookie in the wiener sauce? Does that happen?